back with another motherfucking video. Hey, nah, man, I just woke up though, man. But goddamn, today we're gonna be reacting to incredibly fast knife attack caught on camera. So goddamn, I'm guessing the bitch stabbed the nigga out, you feel me, in public for playing with her, you feel me. I don't know why it escalated, why she had to pull out a knife, you feel me, why she felt like she had to, but goddamn. Hey man, without any more talking, let's just hop straight into this bitch, man. Real talk. Screen record start. 3, 2, 1.
I feel like it should go without saying that when someone that you're disagreeing with is holding a knife, that you should disengage from that problem.
Facts. Unless you got one too, or a fire. You feel me? Or a fire.
Hi everyone.
You got a gun?
Welcome to today's research and
Good.
defensive lesson here at Active Self Protection. I am your host, as always, John Correa. I'm not positive where this one came from. The only place that I can find it is on social
nigga named
media.
John Correa.
Geographic information.
It can't be his real
from
name.
the vehicles and stuff. I think it's out of India, but I'm not positive. So if you have an actual news story for this one, would you put it in the comments for me? Dark Star Gear is one of the few companies that I trust to make holsters that I wear. They make high quality, visible on the right. I don't know what that argument is about, but she is going to start jawing at him and slap him upside the head. And when he reaches back out and grabs hold of her, she shivs him with that knife really hard right in the liver. Watch it again. She slaps him, he reaches out to grab her, and she gets him right in the liver with that knife. Now, again, I don't have any geographic information. I don't have any...
I would have grabbed her titty so hard and just squeezed that bitch. I would have squeezed the fuck out of her titty. I swear to God. I would have grabbed her titty so hard. I would have let that bitch go on mama's soul or everything.
Story on this one. So if you do, please let me know where this happened and what the ultimate outcome was. But I'm going to guess this guy didn't make it. Another instance where real-life knife attacks just don't look like Hollywood. And real-life defenses against knife attacks by most martial arts systems are really little more than woo. Let's talk about it. Couple of introductory issues here. Number one, adults use words to solve problems, not fists, not knives, certainly to solve arguments, okay? Now, again, I don't have the backstory on this one, but I would say a couple of things. If somebody has a knife out and you are having an argument with them, I would take that very seriously and I would stay out of arm's reach at pretty much any cost here. Number two,
he's out trying to grab the knife and shit. Hell no.
She can feel like, hey, this guy's going to beat me to death, so I'm going to have that knife out and at a low ready. But I don't think that's what happened given what the circumstances are here in this actual attack. She certainly plays like the aggressor here with initiating the physical contact. So I don't think that's the case. I could see how that could be, but I don't see it in this case. Now, why don't I see it? Because she reached out and slapped him first. And we don't know what happened.
She slapped the nigga.
Totally
she slapped his ass and she stabbed his ass.
I don't see him being physically aggressive here. She just reaches out and slaps him like this is some kind of social boundary that he has violated, that she has to punish him for. But that escalates this conflict from verbal to physical, and certainly here that puts her at odds with the law in the United States. Don't know that this happened in the United States. In fact, I don't think it did. But
that shit don't go like the United States.
This is assault at the very least. Now, she could be guilty of aggravated assault if that's considered brandishing that knife at the same time and using it to intimidate him. So I think she's in the wrong here. But of course, his right is just to get the heck out of there. Instead, he steps in and holds in at this distance and basically becomes a leveraging arm for her. This is one of the few I've seen with a long-held knife used without a leveraging arm. It's actually fairly rare. But notice here that he gets right in range and doesn't take into account that knife in her hand, okay? So you've got to stay out of range of this kind of attack, because once you get inside this range, you
gotta at least have a plan. See, y'all heard my plan. I would grab a titty and squeeze that bitch. Squeeze the hell out of that titty. I wouldn't let that motherfucker go, but I'm telling you, auntie, and she would have had to get a new titty fucking with my ass.
She just is able to get underneath him and attack him with that knife. Now, where did she stab him?
I would have got underneath her titty and grabbed that motherfucker. I would have got underneath that motherfucker.
You know, it's maybe not the right side for that. So, but in the guts for sure. And unless this guy is able to do an in living color great Jim Carrey impression and rearrange his internal organs, this guy is going to be in a big trouble. So I can't tell you enough against the knife.
She got his hand right here too. All your organs and shit right around it.
Sometimes that can mean a push kick, or that front snapping ball kick, some arts call it, in order to stay out of range. But if you get inside this range and you don't control that knife in the hand with the knife, you are going to get stabbed like this. Now, from a first aid perspective, I don't know that there's anything you're going to do here because this is an inside the trunk kind of injury. And in a pre-hospital setting, as somebody who is not a paramedic or a corpsman, a field corpsman, something like that, I'm not digging in there to see what the problem is. Usually what we would do is we would seal the trunk, put a chest seal on it, and get them as fast as we can to bright lights and cold steel. But that's going to be very difficult to do and going to be kind of a Hail Mary at this point. Of course, I want us all to practice spiritual fitness, live a good, sane, sober, moral, prudent life. Make sure that we are not getting into unnecessary fights that don't know what this one was over, and that we've lived a good life, that we know that we've made a difference in our world, that we've said everything we need to say to our loved ones.
Hey, man. That shit was crazy. Auntie just stabbed his ass on the street. I don't know what for, man. She probably like a little crazy. And she probably a little crazy, goddamn. Cause she done slapped the nigga and she stabbed him. She got the knife ready. She got the knife ready for his ass. And she had the backup plan ready for his ass. As soon as he swung, she was gonna stab the shit out of him. Looked at me like, hey man, hey look. That shit was crazy. Hey. Looked at me like she was gonna stab that nigga anyway, goddamn. But look, this is the end of the video. If y'all want me to react to more shit like that, feel me, let me know. I was gonna react to that shit with the nigga getting shot in the gas station and shit, but I seen that shit. I've been seeing that shit 13 times, so ain't no fucking point. But let me know what y'all want me to react to in the comments. I might fuck around and start a Discord soon on God. But hey, I'm out this bitch.